David Smith, the Evening Standard. This is the sort of fight that I would pay to come, and I have a feeling that David Haye will win this. I think he'll get up in time, unlike the press conference here. I think he's just got a bit too much class and experience for Enzo Maccarinelli, much as I admire what Enzo's done.
Jim Rosenthal, presenter, ITV Sports. It's a very, very tough one to call, but I'm going with Enzo Maccarinelli. I've been really impressed with him. It's the biggest night of his career, and I think making that weight might just tell for David Haye. I go for Enzo by knockout in the 8th.
John Rawling, television commentator and writer for The Guardian. It's going to be a tremendous fight. They're talking about it being one to rank alongside Nigel Benn and Chris Eubank back in the 90s, and I think it's going to be a fight of that stature. You've got two fighters who both believe they're going to win it. They're both big punchers. We know that both of them have their own fragilities. They don't take a shot particularly well. It's going to be fireworks. I'm not sure who's going to win it. I wouldn't like to bet either way.
Paul Hayward of the Daily Mail. I think this will be a particularly explosive fight, a great British battle between two hard punchers, hard hitters, heavy hitters, both of whom have been on the canvas and are vulnerable to attack. You have the grinding power of Maccarinelli, I think, against the spectacular knockout kind of prowess of David Haye, and in the end, I think that Haye's superior technique, if you like, might win the day.
Colin Hart, the Sun columnist. I know that David Haye is the favourite to win this fight, but I have a sneaking feeling that Enzo Maccarinelli can pull it off. And the reason I say that is that he's worked 18 months in the Calzaghe camp, and I think he's learned enough to box behind the jab and take David Haye out when Haye's stamina gives up.
My name's Ian Axon. I work for frankwarren.tv. I think it's going to be a cracking fight on Saturday. Could be whoever lands first. Don't see it going the distance. For me, it's Haye early or Maccarinelli late.
Ken Selleck, I'm from the Hackney Gazette, and I cover North London newspapers. The way I think the fight will go, I think Enzo Maccarinelli will build up a lead using his height and reach, and then I think David Haye might come to the fore in the second half of it. But both boxers can go over, and actually this is a 50-50 fight, and I can see it could go either way.
It's Robert Scott Halls. I work for a media agency called the Press Bureau. We're currently covering the fight for Play Sports. Both fighters seem really up for it looking at the press conference. I see it going to points with a split decision. Neither fighter's going to give anything, and I think David Haye might just edge it.
Hi, Matt Staniforth from the Press Association. It's a real mighty fight, this one, a real 50-50 fight. Could go either way, but I fancy Maccarinelli to perhaps land a lucky punch somewhere in the middle rounds and win by quite an explosive knockout.
Hi, I'm Kevin Francis from the Daily Star. I think it's going to be a cracker of a fight. My first thoughts were that it would be Maccarinelli, but over the last few weeks I've moved slightly in favour of Haye, and I think he might just edge it. Perhaps even, although it'll be an explosive fight, make it on points.
Pat Shea in the Sun. I subscribe to the well-worn view of Haye early, Maccarinelli late, but what nobody seems to take into account is the experience in the corner. Enzo's got a far more experienced trainer in Enzo Calzaghe, where I think it'd be fair to say, although Adam Booth has done extremely well in the short time he's been in boxing, he hasn't got the experience of Calzaghe Senior. That could be a deciding factor if the fight goes into the later rounds.
Mike Sinclair, freelance journalist. It's the original 50-50 fight. You can make an argument for both fighters winning it. It could be who lands the biggest punch first. But if I've got to climb off the fence, I think David Haye. He's fought the better quality opponents, and I think he's just got that little edge in class and ability.